One-star basketball courts. In our lifetime, we've all seen courts that are just absolutely terrible. I'm going to 3 of the worst reviewed basketball courts in my city. They couldn't be that bad, right? Upon arriving to the first court, it was already looking just a bit concerning. But before we check out the court, let's hear a review on it. So this review is by Kathy, and she is saying, this court is absolutely terrible, by far the worst one my kids have ever played on. The city needs to fix it. 1 star. The first court. We've arrived, guys. Just looking at it, you can literally see there is no mesh already. Like, that's one of the elements we're rating. There's no mesh. First impressions, this court is looking absolutely like garbage. Like literally, honestly, the worst court I've ever seen in my life. And, the rim, it is double rim, but it's like right there. Like, I think that's like 7 feet on how slanted this net is. So that is just like, wow, I've never seen a net this slanted. I can't lie, guys. They're also going to look at the conditions of the net. The backboard is really like scraped and just honestly like broken. And honestly, this net, guys, like this net is not 10 feet. Like, guys, like I barely jumped and just touched the rim. So that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. But we are reviewing the worst courts in my city, and this is definitely the worst. All right, guys, as you guys can see, there were lines here. There were lines on this court, but they are so faded to the point where you can't even really see them anymore. Like, this is supposed to be half court, and honestly, there's no half court here. There's no 3-point line here. There is nothing here. So then I tried taking a shot. Okay, my ball just went through the court. My ball just went through the court. So the court itself is pretty small. Like usually outdoor courts are small, but not this small. This is like a really condensed court on how small it is. And also there's 2 different rims on each side. Like that side has, I don't even know what type of rim. Then that side has a double rim. So honestly, I don't know. I've never seen a court with 2 different rims, honestly. Never seen that. So it's definitely a new thing I've seen. This court is definitely impressing me on how bad it is. The grip itself on the court is pretty, it's pretty standard. It's just concrete, but as you guys see, like, there's cracks in the court. Like, honestly, all over the court, to be honest. Then I also noticed there was an actual gas pipe on the court. This court lives up to the reviews. This court lives up to how bad it is. Like, even from a friend, I've heard that this is literally the worst court in my city. So then I thought, why not? Let's take a shot on the other side of the court. But then this happened. Wow, that net moves so much when you shoot on it. And okay, a piece of bread, a piece of bread just fell off the net. A piece of bread just fell off the net, off me shooting from it. I have no clue where that bread was, but a piece of bread just came off shooting the basketball on a net. I've never seen that in my life. A piece of bread just stuck up there. And to make this court even worse, after I made my shot, I had to climb through the court to get my ball back. And so to end off my time on this court, I thought I'd take a half-court shot. That time, it didn't fully go through the whole hoop and the court. So, we'll take it. That was first try, too. I didn't think I was going to make it first try. After reviewing the court, honestly, I agree with the 1-star reviews. This court is horrible. The nets are slanted. There's no mesh. The grip, honestly, in the court is bad. There's cracks in the court. There's a random gas pipe in the court. It just, honestly, guys, this is 100% by far the worst court in my city. But we still have 2 more to check out. All right, guys, so I was just leaving the court, and I just noticed a piece of bread right here. Once again, more bread. I don't understand. 2 pieces of bread. I don't know what's good with the bread here, honestly. But I was now making my way to the second basketball court. And when arriving, it wasn't looking too good. Court number 2, review number 2. For this review, we got my man Luke here. I was playing here with some friends, and it was barely playable because the grip/flooring of the court. 1 stars. Court number 2, we've arrived. Already, walking in, you kind of gotta like dodge that, because who wants to step in that? First impressions, they do have lines. I don't know what the CC in the middle stands for. But they do have lines, and they do have mesh. The mesh doesn't look too good. The first thing I notice is they do have a mesh this time. I'm surprised. But it's like it's like broken all the way through. Like, I mean, it still goes in. It does the job, you know, but overall, not the best. I can tell this net isn't as slanted as the first one, but it is, if you come here, it is pretty tilted still. So, like I said, not as bad as the first one, but still pretty slanted. These lines are so jaggedy. Like, these lines are like it looks like it's chalk, but it's not. So, that's very odd, you know. Dribbling the ball, I mean, this court is like, I don't even know. It's on like a whole slant. It's like, there's lines, there's cracks in the court. This is, wow. I genuinely, guys, have never seen courts this bad before. The 3-throw line, I can't tell if it's this one or this one. Who knows? But I guess we'll take a 3-throw from here. Okay, so made the 3-throw, but like I said, the mesh is like all messed up, so it didn't really even go in properly. So then I wanted to take a 3-pointer from the 3. Okay, wow, okay. I'm not gonna lie. That was a bad first look for a 3-pointer, but it is a lot closer than I thought, so I kind of overestimated my shot. Yeah, that was not a good first shot. Coming here to the other side. The other side, honestly, doesn't look as bad. Let's just pick up this random ball. Complimentary balls here. Like, I mean, they don't bounce. Okay. I can't even palm it how slippery this thing is. But, I mean, shit. Free balls to use. Almost made it with a flat ball. I mean, there's another random basketball. This court, unlike the other one, doesn't have a hole in the back of it. So, I mean, that's a good look. The mesh itself is looking pretty good on this side, and even the rim is looking a lot better on this side. It is double rim on both sides. But definitely, like I said, yeah, definitely not as bad as the first one. Even on this side, guys, though, like the court, like when I'm bouncing the ball, like there's like a divot right here. There's cracks right there at the bottom. The lines are pretty faded on this side too. Backboards, honestly, not as bad as I thought here. Like, honestly, the backboards are pretty solid here. Try corner 3. Okay. Honestly, the slant isn't as bad as I thought from the corner, but definitely more weird from the top when you're shooting from the top of the key. All right, guys, overall, the second court, not as bad as the first one, definitely, but this court is definitely still bad. Needs a bunch of work. Like I said, guys, just too many flaws in this court for it to be called or considered a good court. Let's move to the final and last court. But it was now time to head to the final court to test and review it. And at first look at the place, it didn't look too bad. The last and final court, let's hear a review on it. We have Jason saying, I took my son here. It's a nice area, but the court is very weird, and especially the rim. 1 stars. Yo, now what? Okay, guys, let's first check out the rim and the net itself. Okay, first of all, I've never in my lifetime ever seen a rim built like that and a backboard. And then also, let's just come to the side here. Y'all need to let me know if this is normal. Y'all need to let me know if seeing a backboard this thin is normal, because I've never seen that. And a rim built like this looks like one of them special hoops where like you practice shooting or something. Maybe that's what they're going for. Better start with the lines. The lines are very nice here. Very nice, okay? I can't even complain about the lines, honestly. Other than they're a little bit close. Like, I mean, half court is like right beside 3-point line. That's a little odd, you know? That's a little weird. But, I mean, we have lines, okay, guys? We've improved. We have lines. Let's look to the other side here. The mesh on this side looks pretty good. Okay, wow, yeah. That's a really weird... That is a really... I can't even hold back my laugh. That is a weird-ass rim. I've never seen a rim like this. The court itself is really nice. Not really nice, but it's nice. But it does have a big-ass crack here. So, I mean, if you're dribbling along the sideline, you know, you're dribbling down, you dribble along the sideline, boom. You know, ball just comes out of your hand because there's a big crack here. You know what I'm saying? That could easily, you know, get in the way of playing here. The area is definitely nicer, but what I did realize and notice is that there's no 3-point corner. Like, it just cuts off. Like there's a 45, but the 3-pointer is just non-existent. Like, if you want to shoot a 3-pointer, you're gonna have to go out here. Like, okay. All right, guys, so trying to test out the grip right now, trying to get a good feel for it. I mean, I can't lie, guys, the grip definitely is a bit better than the first two, but it's still not impeccably different than the first two. Like, I mean, it's just simple concrete. You know, obviously the cracks don't make it any better. While I was taking shots on these nets, I could tell these nets had no slant, so that was definitely a nice add-on. That shot literally missed because of how weird the rim is and how thick it is. So yeah, the rim's not a good look. All right, guys, overall, this court, I would honestly disagree on the 1-star reviews. I think this is like a 2-star. I think this court's a valid 2-star court. It's not anything crazy, but you know, with the lines painted, you know, with barely any cracks in the court, just some. But I definitely do agree with the 1-star rims. The 1-star, like, I mean, that's probably why people are giving it a 1-star review. The rims are really weird. Even the backboard is really weird. But yeah, other than that, I mean, overall, this court isn't too bad. Like, if you were to play here with some friends, it wouldn't be too bad. So with that said, would you guys ever play basketball on courts like this? Let me know down below.